admit to it. This is something that
Once called Carolinas Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Go! Ready.
Straight to the air they go. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's a throw. His first throw is an interception. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And they bring him down around the 34. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Staying with Robinson. And he's taken down on a short run that gets inside the 35. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Cuffs, this is Xavier Legette. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 now. And the floater falls to the deck. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. And that means 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Throwing from the gun. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 13 at the 31-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made in close. They rip off a big chunk of field and sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage, but sometimes it's breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Finds a seam down the middle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Penix working from the gun. Got a man. It's Drake London. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Penix now on 1st down. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Able to get it to Moore. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Falcons will have a 1st. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Here's Robinson. Is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Nick Herbig making the play. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Pass play coming here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he has it down to the... on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Robinson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Once more, it's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Penix on 3rd and goal. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second and 8. Searching what pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 5 on the play. It's now 3rd and 13.
They're throwing it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Hauled in by Rice. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. Throwing off the play fake here. Short pass caught by his tight end. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They're set up at the 35 now. Lone back gets the handoff. And he rocks the tackler. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun here. Gets this to Sanders. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Working inside the red zone. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A tight end in motion now. Handoff on second and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And it looks like, yeah, they got it back right at the 1-yard line and nearly in the end zone for a touchdown. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Lucky to still even have a shot to score here as they set up now second and goal. Throwing now off play action. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. You can't blame them for biting on that play action. Brought down at the 1-yard line. You're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see. So when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, well, it is touchdown offense.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. On first down, here's Penix. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts. And they can try a field goal now before halftime. Only time left for 1 more snap, Rock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number 1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
He's got room to roam here. Stiff arm success. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Another carry for Robinson. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Penix here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers start the second half with some needed points. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Penix working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Falcons make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Completed to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Headed out right. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. You set it down for him at the 38. To throw it on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer or he's not going to endure this season.
A 4-yard run, but it doesn't help a ton. It's 3rd and 12.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. From the shotgun, Penix. Moore's got it. Now he's past the 25. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons make it a 24-point ball game. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he gets him around 6 there. Nick Herbig making the play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So we're through 3 here. It's Panthers football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. New set of downs for him at the 38. They go play action on 1st. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Penix now. Into traffic, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Couldn't pick up anything. And now he brings up 3rd and goal from the 2. To the air with Penix. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons continue piling it on here in the 4th. PAT effort coming up. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He's got it on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll look to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. He fires one deep down the middle. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Penix now on first down. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. Penix now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Sheds off a rusher. He loses the football. And the Falcons scoop it up. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
On first down, they'll run. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
He takes a pop and the ball comes out. Panthers pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Avoid some trouble there. He's on the move. Throwing on the run, deep down the... Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off. And that was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Can't we score? No! What's my jersey? Garbage. Ridiculous.
2nd and 10 now. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers trying to do some window dressing. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Looking to the air here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Oh, the ball is loose again. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Oh, boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end, too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits, and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. So the Falcons will fly